Okay, Northeast Weather Now, forecaster Greg Leone here on this, what the heck day is it? New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve, Wednesday, 2:26 in the afternoon, and I want to update on the upcoming moderate impact, significant snowfall for the Northeast region, especially southern New England. Currently out there right now, it's in the 20s to the 30s down at the northern Mid-Atlantic, and the teens up into northern New England, and it's just gonna get colder. Look at that, -9 at Mount Washington. I think they're at about 6,200 feet up there, and a -9 dew point as well. Anyway, here we are now, and what I wanted to show you first was the HRRR for this afternoon because there could be some snow squalls. Now, it's not really a big deal. You don't need to cancel your plans or anything, but there could be some snow squalls this afternoon from the latest high-resolution rapid refresh model. You can see this is 22Z, so 5 p.m. right here. See the snow squalls moving through Connecticut, and maybe a little more intense down in here into southern New Jersey off the coast. So this could move through, and they could, if you get caught in the right band for 20 minutes, could drop coating to an inch, but not a huge deal. And then, of course, our attention goes to the Thursday and Thursday night and Friday morning time frame. Now, here's a water vapor satellite. We'll show you what's going on right now. Look at this subtropical jet stream just filled with moisture right here. It's ready to go. It's ready to interact with the northern branch. Okay, and the models have been pretty all over the place. They've been kind of trending, shifting southeast with the upcoming storm. I don't buy a whole lot of their solutions. They've been pretty terrible. But here we go. Here's the northern branch. Here's this disturbance right up here. And what's been happening is yesterday at 12Z, the European had a full phase and brought a blizzard up into New England. And then since then, all the models have been trending further southeast, but you're still getting a moderate impact. And remember, you only need half an inch of QPF liquid to get significant snow with this because the ratios are going to be so high because it's so cold. So we'll start with the GFS today, 12Z. It's pretty similar to the European, a little bit different. Okay, come on. So here's the upper level energy here, the northern branch, and it phases just a little bit too late, so this is a little bit progressive, and it ends up getting kicked out a little quick, so you don't have as much. You don't have the big blizzard. You don't have the low right up here by the benchmark. It's southeast of that. Now, the GFS never has really shown a full phase. The European is the only model that has, but most of the ensemble guidance is pretty similar to this 12Z run. Also, the total precip is expected to be right in this area, all through northern Pennsylvania, most of New York, all of southern New England and central New England. I'm going with 6 to 10 inches, and there's going to be some lollipops of a foot, possibly in Boston, possibly the southeast coast of Massachusetts, and maybe in the Catskills and the Berkshires, maybe the Litchfield Hills as well. The ensembles, by the way, are pretty close to this, with at least a half an inch of QPF. The European's a little bit less enthused with it. Here's the 500 millibar on the European. It's pretty similar to the GFS, but it's a little. You see that it's interesting because the 500 millibar setup looks pretty good here, and but the low is, it's kind of creating this double-barreled low. It's got the one surface low way out here, and then another one kind of back here, which is interesting, and then it kicks it out. So my take on this is that the model is not really handling the energy well. I do believe that it's going to phase a little bit earlier, and I think it's going to come a little bit closer to the coast, and that there's going to be more of a moderate to heavy impact in southern New England. Southern New England is going to be the sweet spot. I don't think there's really much question about that. If we look at this ref plumes here for 9Z at BDL, winds for locs up to about 6.68 inches. With the temperatures, the temperatures at 850 millibars of -8, 10 Celsius. At the surface, it's wicked cold as well, and it's going to be into the single digits on Friday morning. That's where you're going to get your 20-to-1 ratios, and over the interior, that's where you're going to see the heaviest snow, probably northern Connecticut, all of Mass, southern Vermont, New Hampshire, most of upstate New York. So, again, a long duration event. This isn't a quick hitting storm heavy. It's light to moderate steady snow from Thursday morning through Friday morning. So what else do I want to show you here? Well, I pretty much went over my accumulations. Over the next, I think at 0Z, the NAM, I'm not going to show you the NAM because it kind of has a crazy solution where it doesn't phase any of the systems, just kind of has a flat wave going straight out, and there is still a moderate snowfall up here, but I don't really buy that personally. I think it's going to be more of a GFS solution, the operational model, I think, or even slightly more enhanced. So I might put out a map, but you have my ideas at least for the snowfall accumulation. The worst of the storm really is Thursday night, where the moderate snow falls. But it's more or less a typical winter storm for New England, and with very cold temperatures, however, and some wind. But it's not a blizzard, at least at this point. That could change. But for now, keep it tuned here to Northeast Weather. Now, I'm Greg Leone. Thank you very much.